Typical morning, people. Well, welcome to Language Week. Today we'll be doing a podcast, a part of CAC School Activity, and we have invited an amazing promotion. The Attorney's Emotion. Oh shit. Promotion. the Attorney's promotion. We have invited these three special guests. They are
Mahi Zipi.
Hi, I'm Chris Patel.
And I am the Queen, Auri Rivera.
That's amazing. Well, before we continue, let's do an activity. It's an icebreaker activity, by the way. Now, it's called Who's More Likely To. I'm gonna do an example, and I'll get into the game. So, it starts like this. Who is more likely to get into a fight at school?
Yeah,
definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, here are some papers with chocolate. Don't pick the chocolates. It's just
Not yet.
Yeah, not there. Just the paper.
Okay.
If you get it right, we'll
Auri,
give you a
please
chocolate.
don't take chocolate. I know you like it a lot.
All right, so now you guys go first.
Yeah.
You
I would
go
like
to
start,
go
yeah.
Se me olvidó
Okay.
producirme a mí mismo.
It says, who is more likely to miss the day of their final exam?
Chris.
I feel like
No, I would take
I feel-
No.
In my opinion, I
Gonna
feel like Chris.
I think it's
No,
her.
I think
I
it's
like
Calvin.
Chris.
No, really? No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
I feel like I would-
And
Me
Calvin
too.
is
I've
way
never
too,
been an
way too
absent.
studious with exams. So I
Never.
feel like he
Never.
wouldn't.
I've always come to school.
I feel like Auri
I
because
don't-
she gives
exactly.
more importance to like herself and like her
Yeah,
health. And,
That
like,
is, no, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
All right.
Okay, who's next?
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh my god.
Of the people who are on the honor roll now, who is the most likely to not be on honor roll anymore in college?
Me.
I think
I can see
everyone.
myself.
College
I can
is
see
very
myself.
hard. Like
Like
No, excuse me.
I'm barely on the honor roll right now. So I feel like in college I would
I've
maybe
nev-
fall down a bit.
Fun fact: I've never been honorable.
Oh, like
Ooh.
this is
That's sad. I'm sorry.
Bad for you.
Thank you.
it. Okay.
All
Fine,
right,
go
okay.
ahead.
Let's go.
Who's most likely to start one career and change it for another?
Finish.
I feel like
no, I don't know. No, no.
No,
I think it's
because-
gonna be her.
because no,
gonna
we
be
have
her.
talked about
It's
this
also
topic.
kind of her because she's
No.
very indecisive.
Wait.
Exactly.
We have
Yeah.
talked about this topic many times, and every time we talk about this topic, Krish has a different career in mind, so I'm pretty sure it will be him.
It can
Well,
be
that's
Mahi.
because I didn't.
no,
We
I
don't
feel
know.
like he's gonna be like more committed to what he already chose.
Yeah.
and he's gonna
Krish is,
give a
very,
lot. Yeah.
Krish is very picky, so I don't think so.
No.
I think it's
This
gonna
time
be Mahi.
it's for sure.
I
I'm
don't
gonna.
know why.
What I chose, it's gonna be that
Okay.
100%. I think it's gonna be her.
No, it's
Go
not
ahead.
gonna be me.
That's
I'm
an
gonna
actual-
finish my career. You're gonna see.
That's an actually very good question because that has to relate to the topic that we're going to talk about today. We'll have two more right now, so
Yeah.
who'd like to go?
It says, who is more likely to participate in a protest?
Audi.
No, I don't think it's gonna be.
I went.
I think it's gonna
I
be
feel
Calvin.
like-
Calvin for
Not
sure.
Maybe,
sure. I
yeah.
think no. I feel like Calvin or Auri, because those are like the most. I would say like, they're the most disgusting people. They only like the truth and sort of like that.
the reality. But you know me,
I like him.
guys like trouble.
If you like trouble, call him.
But my bad. My bad. All right, for last question, let's give Ronan the honor.
Yes.
Let's do it. It says, who is more likely to correct the teacher?
Krish.
Krish.
I got it.
know
I think
now.
He's like so
It's
like
gonna be
He's so
yeah,
mean
direct
sometimes.
and mean, but like in a good way.
All right, so
He has
now
a
that the
big
game is
attitude.
over, and we kind of know each other now, let's get into topic now. Our topic is anything that has to do with college. Well, college is a very important thing. It's a very tough decision. We all have to get into that, and it's something that can mark your whole entire life. It determines your future. So, first question, just general. How was your experience in high school?
I feel like interesting. You know, people learn and they change throughout the high school years. It changes you as a person a little bit because like your surroundings, the way you socialize, you interact with people, it kind of
Mhm.
like changes you like as a person.
Oh, I see.
My experience was like 50-50. It was good. I had good moments where I also had bad moments that I regretted very much. And I really got to know many people like their true self for whole middle school, they were just, I would say they were acting how to be good person, but in high school they were kind of really showing their true colors.
I see.
So I really got to know people, their reality.
Damn.
My experience in college, in high school was good. Like, I love to be to know people and the different cultures. I get to know. It was just amazing. Like, I get to know everyone.
Yeah.
I see. You
How was your experience in college?
Well,
in
my-
high school.
in high school. Well, my experience in high school was actually kind of a lot of ups and downs. Like my guest here has said, it's very different. You get to see the reality of people sometimes. But again, you know, that brings me to the saying that you never stop knowing somebody because they change throughout the years, and you know, you go ups and downs with them. You know who really stays with you and who's not with you. So, you go.
Well, my experience in high school was good and bad, as Chris said. In high school, I realized who were truly my friends and who were just using me. Some people, I won't say names, but some of you might know. I don't think so, but I think some of you know who actually cared about me and who were just using me for their own personal benefits. So yeah, it was like good and bad.
That was deep. I hit right here. All right. Now, next question would be, how you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? Now, that's an interesting question.
That's very good.
I feel like everyone has like a different thinking and perspective, I would say. In my case, I've spoken with Krish about it, and it's like we talk about how like I'm personally, I feel like I'm gonna be independent, like focusing on my career, financially independent, and I feel like I'll also be focusing on like my family, like my personal, you know, marriage and all, because nowadays, like, you know, people want to be independent and do like their own life, but as well, like, you know, you need family, because
Of course.
5 to 10 years, I'm almost gonna be like what, 20, 30 years.
Yeah, almost
It's
a
gonna be
third.
like
Almost
30
30 years
years.
old.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, I would focus on all 3 things.
I
Well,
see.
wouldn't it be hard to focus on all 3 things, because it's already hard to manage having a college life and studying? How are you trying to do all 3 things at the same time?
I feel like once I'm like financially independent, and like I feel like I'll have like more responsibility, I'll be more responsible, you know, trying to focus, and if I really want to do it, I feel like I'll find a way to make it happen.
Exactly.
That's
So
true,
it's
that's true.
it's probably just like how she says it. You know, we have to adapt to those difficult
That's true,
situations.
exactly.
In this world, for example, me, I play the role as a son, as a friend, a best friend, a student, and probably in the future a father. We have to adapt to those situations.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Like,
you-
I would like to say something about what he said, like how would you manage all 3 things? Like, we also have to consider age, because imagine if you're still studying till like 30 and all that, and then you start planning about your life, having a partner and then kids, it would be too late for
exactly.
you.
Exactly.
So you have to
Exactly.
start everything early. It's gonna be heavy, it's gonna be really stressing, but then you still have to start it because you have to consider many factors.
Like,
But I
well,
think that
like-
it depends
I'm
on the
sorry.
career, because for example, I'm gonna study medicine,
Exactly.
and that's a really long career. You can't just have kids. You need to finish
You
everything.
need to finish your classes. You need to
Uh-huh.
finish. You need to graduate, and just graduating with general medicine takes most at the top 6 years, and plus all the specializations and everything. That's gonna be another 6 years. So basically, 12 years of life just studying, and that's gonna affect somebody. But they also have to be planning on what they're gonna do, how they're gonna fix their life after they finish. Because some doctors that I know personally, they already are making money while studying. They're doing side jobs, part-time jobs to earn money and learn responsibility and all of that what has to do with cash and all that.
I feel like in careers, like example like medicine, if people don't really like focus on like their marriage life,
Exactly.
you know, it comes to a point where you have so much stress and you feel like alone
Exactly.
because you're only like focusing on career and being independent, that at certain point you feel like you have nobody with you and you need to like
You're separated from everybody else. Like you're
Yes,
just
and you
one
need to, like,
person
you know, be
against the
more-
whole world.
and you need to like have fun as well aside. I know it's difficult, but you know, we can do it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's doable.
Yes.
So do you guys think like in those like time of years from 5 to 10, would you guys potentially have a partner when you
Like,
guys are in
what-
I
college?
feel like yes, by
I don't
10
know.
years.
Like,
Like
I
10
feel
years
like
time,
yes.
I'm pretty sure everybody here would.
Yes,
Oh.
I feel
It's
like
like-
I mean my goal. I know nothing is planned, but like my goal is to like at least.
Yes.
Like
have a
I don't know
partner.
anything about having kids in 5 to 10 years, but
Yeah.
I can say I would be married.
Oh, I see. I see.
And how do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
Well, I see myself studying, of course, with a potential partner, but that depends as well because I feel like I would be more concentrated on my work activities than my recreative activities with my partner. Like,
Sure.
dude, putting energy to your work and study and investing in that is important. But then the fear of not wanting to lose your partner is another one. You have to put energy into that. And I only have so much. And how much do we sleep once a day? 8 hours. 8 hours is not enough to like
You-
recover my body or mentally. So that's like something on a constant pressure. But I guess I will have like a potential partner considering my situation or how I adapt to my environment. You know?
What career do you want versus the career that your parents want you to choose?
Whoa. Damn.
I feel like this is very controversial and it's very like
Exactly.
different and like depending on the type of like mentality people have been grown in, especially like
Exactly.
our parents. Personally, my parents are like very open-minded and they like support me. They said that like whatever I would like to study, like they'll be there for me because they think that it's better like I study what I want, I enjoy it, I'm gonna be independent instead of like just stressing myself in something I know that I'm not gonna enjoy doing and it's gonna be like for nothing.
Facts.
I mean, like-
That's
Facts.
very true.
In my case, I've been lucky to have my parents because even though they didn't have opportunities to achieve their dreams, they never really forced me or put pressure on me to choose my career. Like I really had time to think about it and to decide what career I'm gonna choose. So I would say it was pretty much only my hand. They never really like included themselves in my decision.
I see. I see.
Like they let you choose whatever you want, and they supported you at that time.
Exactly.
Yes.
They just told me decide what you want to
And you let
study,
them know.
and yeah, so
Exactly.
let me study.
How about you, Audie?
Well, I like Mahi and Chris said, I'm never been pushed to choose something I don't want.
I see.
My parents always have been with me. Like, what do you want to study? With study, where do you want to study? And they gave me choices, but it was always on me, my decisions.
I
Like,
see.
do you feel
Comfortable.
comfortable and going to that place? Yes, no. They give me the disadvantages, the advantages, and it was always me. Like,
So they were always like very considerate towards you guys' decisions. Well, I think mine's a little bit more complicated. My parents are in the middle. They can be open-minded, but sometimes they can also be very pressuring because they have been in this world longer than I have. You know, they know what's a good path for me, and while something is what you need and the other thing is what you want. So in this case, I mean, while they are open-minded to support me in what I want to study, they have this alternative decision where they would kind of sit me down, talk to me, and be like, I believe, Calvin, that this is a great path to your future and it can potentially benefit you a lot, right? And they're just in the middle. There's sometimes a little bit of pressure, there's sometimes a little bit alleviated, just in the middle.
But do you like agree with like what they say to you and like
Sometimes I get a little bit like pushed to the limit, but due to cultures and tradition, I am very grateful for what they have done for me to bring me to this world, to provide me with all these things, to take me to school, allow me to have education, and if not equal but higher opportunities. So I guess in a way I would kind of listen to them because I want to be able to repay them for what they have done for me.
so even though you don't want to like study that career or choose that path, you think you would do what they tell you to?
I think I would not exactly do it, but I would take into consideration. I'll be like, sure, I'll listen to you, I'll look at it at times, and I'll see if I'm actually really interested,
The thing is, it's not always about pressuring, but they know what they want for you. Because sometimes it can be possible that we made the wrong decision.
Exactly.
But they know us, so they're kind of not pressuring, but they are just concerned that
Exactly.
we choose the correct career for us.
The thing
Yeah.
is that if they don't, I feel like in my opinion, if like your parents choose what you have to do, it's like they're not letting you make mistakes in life, and like it's like you will not grow. So I feel like letting you like yourself choose what you want to do, and even though you don't like it or you regret it, you're gonna learn something.
Exactly.
And I feel like when they choose something for you, it's like they see themselves in you, and maybe because they couldn't do it, they want you to do it and like represent them, I could say. And
Yeah.
many people can relate to this.
But
falls could be like when you fall down, could be
You gotta
very
get out.
harsh. Exactly. It could be
it's
very harsh.
not
Like-
just only decisions
Exactly,
and
the parents-
mistakes, it
okay.
also takes money. Like that's why they are concerned about that. It's not just like you are there and you make a mistake about the career you choose, but it's about the money that they spend on you.
Exactly.
But the thing is, then they are like they don't like trust you for you to choose your own decisions. Like you have to grow as a person as well. If you don't make mistakes, I don't think like you're gonna be
exactly,
able
you'll grow.
to like how does it survive like in the outside world, because
Exactly.
they're not gonna be with you every
Exactly.
time.
But
But the
they
but the
know.
thing is,
Be
what
here
she
for
said
your whole
It's
life.
like
makes sense.
50-50.
Exactly, because imagine you pay $100,000 in your
Mhm.
education, and
And
then
you
you
don't
finish
like the
studying,
career.
and exactly imagine then you're like, oh, I don't like it, so I'm gonna change it. Then you
Yeah.
can just change it like
you're,
that easily.
You're way too deep into the career to change it. Like they've already spent a lot of money on giving you a good life and giving you a good education, and now you're gonna mess it up by going to college, like choosing a career that you don't like, and you're gonna be sad. You're gonna be depressed. You won't like the career, and you would like to change it.
That's just kind of selfish at this point, you know, because you're not considering what your parents are doing for you.
It's not that I'm
It's
not
not
considering.
selfish.
It's just that if I know that I'm gonna regret it in the future, I'm still gonna come in that position that I already just said. Like it's gonna go on waste if I don't do what I want, and I know like I want it, you know.
Yeah, but then again, you can't just be talking to your parent and asking them for more money for the other studies that you want
Exactly,
to do.
so-
You have to work for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's better to choose a career that you like instead of thinking about what your parents are telling you. So
True.
in the future, there aren't any problems with like cash and paying the college. If you choose one career that you like and it's good for you, your parents can't be saying like, no, we don't want you to study it, because it's technically good for them as well, as they won't be spending double the money for your education.
But sometimes people like change their careers like in the mid of their path
Yeah.
because like they're not liking it or something. But like that's just something we can't really
Yeah.
change.
Control.
All right, hold on. Everybody stop. Let's just take a small little break. We'll come back for. Welcome back, people. So again, back to the podcast. Let's just conclude what Chris was about to say.
Okay, it's a really controversial topic. We can't really have only one conclusion. So to really clear up of this misunderstanding, what we can do is just have conversation with your parents. Like talk about it, be
Right.
clear of what you want to study, and just take better decisions that you won't regret anymore.
Facts.
That's true. Well, the next question is, how do you think your experience with the variety of culture at CIC would influence your university life?
I feel like it's like an advantage because we like personally in the school I have learned to interact and learn new things from the different cultures that we have, and you can be like more tolerant. I can
Yeah,
maybe
that
say
would-
that,
that would
and it's
work.
gonna be more easier to like because we're gonna find maybe similar people in the university and outside life, and so I feel like it's gonna be really, really like learning stage.
Yeah, we're like everybody here. I'm pretty sure everybody here. We're from a Latino place. You know, we're very social. I'm Asian, but I could also say I'm Latino.
Well, exactly. Like Indians are very antisocial. Like they just like to study.
No.
No. Wait. Let me phrase that. Let me rephrase it. I'm sorry.
Some
let me
of
rephrase
them.
that. Most Indians that go out of like their country, they learn to be more social. Like for example, us right here. But I know some people in India, like my cousins and everything. They're way much studious than going out with their friends. So it's just like it depends on where you
I'm
live
a-
and how you live, like could affect your
I
variety.
think it's because of like in India they live with their parents, so they kind of
That's
have
right.
someone who is looking
Out
Oh,
for
24/7.
exactly. But while they are studying in foreign, there's no one like they can do anything they want, so
True.
they become more socialized and they mix with different
people-
cultures.
Exactly, other cultures.
So, like at CIC, we find so many cultures. We learn about them. We also celebrate many of them. So
Yeah,
in
that's true.
colleges,
That's
for
very
example, in my college, there's also there are gonna be people from different ethnicity, different cultures.
Exactly.
So it won't really bother me that much to accept them. So
Mm,
this would really help me.
exactly. We're just pretty much everybody here is very open-minded. We're open to listen, experience new cultures from other people. That's just amazing, to be honest.
Exactly.
Okay, so I feel like some cultures like prefer just to like be friends with like their same like culture because they feel like they have like a closed mind. They feel like no, if you're Panamanian or if you're Chinese or Indian, you're not gonna be like the same thinking as I have, or
it's
you're not
easier
gonna be
to
better.
relate with them.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a very often thing, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's very true.
But to the next question, do you guys think college is worth it?
I feel like yes.
Mm.
In a way, like you get like more knowledge, you get to learn more, and you know, learning, you can never stop learning something new. So I feel like it's gonna like help you more and in a certain way change you as a person, because college is not like easy. It's like you're an adult now and you have to take your own responsibility, decisions. I feel like it helps you in many ways. Even though you make mistakes, it will help you.
Yeah, but there's just like one thing in the United States is that there's a limitation of time where you can get a job, and if you don't get a job, you'll be deported back to your country. Now, a lot of people go to study in the United States, right? But
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to get a job
There.
after you finish college. So that's kind of like a thing. A lot of people, I wouldn't say myself, but I believe that there's a lot of people that would prefer to like enhance their ability, know the economy and the society system. They'll like rather get into work first, and then they'll start to get like their degree, diplomas, and that kind of stuff. You know?
I think it also depends on people's situations. Like for example, let's say it can be financial situation where
True.
some
Some people.
one
don't
can
have-
really afford to
Exactly,
go
they
into
can't
college
afford
because of the expenses nowadays. And
Yeah.
other thing can be also, imagine for example someone is an introvert,
Yes.
True.
so it's really difficult for them to socialize with different people. It really costs them to do that. So I think it also depends on each person. We often judge people who like decide to not go, but we don't know really what they were
What
thinking
their- what
to
their
when they
situation
took that
is.
exactly.
Exactly.
I
Well,
feel-
I feel like this is a very much controversial topic because it depends all on you. Because some of the world's most successful people were high school dropouts, so it all depends on if you want further studies or not.
I feel like many parents like they like you know, work hard in their family business, so like their kid should not like study in college because they think like it's not worth the money, and so they just like let you inherit it.
True.
Okay, let's drop the topic and let's continue to the next question.
All right. Next question would be, what you expect of your college life? Now that's like very interesting as well, because it's like getting to a new environment. You're not with the same people you were 14 years ago. You know, when you were in school, you get to meet new people with different views and stuff, and that's something that you have to adapt. You need to find people you relate to and you can make friends with. Socializing takes a big part of this whole entire thing when you're going to college, actually.
I actually expect my college life to go well, but also a bit challenging since one of the careers I'm trying to choose is medicine. So studying medicine, as mentioned earlier, is kind of very complicated, and trying to socialize or like trying to make friends would be a bit complicated, but for some people it's easy. For me it will be easy, but some people that will be the same class or career as me, it will be hard for them.
I see.
I really don't expect anything in specific, in a way that it's not gonna be the same. Like you know, people like have expectations like they're gonna find people like who you, like how you are. Like you feel like everyone is like you, like a nice person, but it's like a different world. It's like you're going to the reality and all. What about you?
Yeah, I think just like you. Like, I don't have expectations about college. I don't have really nothing in mind. I just want to go there and
You just want to start learning.
Yeah,
you don't
like-
wanna- you're just gonna be focused on yourself and
Yeah.
not much.
If- if I get to know people, I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna.
Something usual. and
Yeah.
I personally do have some expectation, I could say, like make new friends. Since it's a new country,
Yeah, exactly.
I would really like to make friends and also learn new things and really focus on myself too while I'm there studying.
Yeah, make sure to be friends with
Please.
people that are smart.
Exactly.
Because they can help
yeah.
you.
No.
¿Cómo
You need
se
contacts.
dice?
Whoa, you
Nowadays,
need
you need
exactly. You need
contacts.
contacts.
You need to know.
That's
You are not
good.
going to
So
get
next,
anywhere
no.
in life if you
That's
do
great.
not have contacts.
And be friends with people that are rich.
Exactly.
They
You
can
need
get you
friends that are
jobs.
rich.
I don't think you can say that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, but
Exactly.
while it is true, it is true. By the way, fun fact: in California, it's one of the first state that offers free college admissions. You don't have to pay much. $20 for admission. Go Bears. Sorry, but yeah, let's continue. So up to next question would be: how do you think your habits would change once you start college?
Well, since I'm gonna study medicine, I know that I won't sleep. Like,
Mm.
you know, I
We-
know
we know ourselves.
I'm gonna be on books. I'm gonna be reading.
We gotta be studying.
Yeah.
Like,
But
half
that's-
the time we're not even
How
gonna
do you
be
say
home.
that?
That's not so
Bookworms.
healthy.
Book, exactly, bookworms.
Exactly.
That's not so healthy.
But it's just not.
It is what it is.
It's not
You
about
too, if you're gonna be doing math and
exactly.
No,
It's
don't
gonna be
think-
like- Wait, I have a question before you continue. What are you deciding to study?
I feel like I'm gonna go more towards engineering.
Ooh.
Exactly.
I
So
see.
so you can't be wait, exactly. You're also gonna be a bookworm because engineering. It depends on what type of engineering you're gonna be choosing. If it's
Is it why I'm saying it's not healthy because you guys have maybe like have to go like ¿cómo se dice night?
Night shift.
night
a
shift,
night
exactly,
shift.
but people do have that have night shifts get used to it because my brother he is in medicine, so he's kind of used to all this. Like I see him having night shifts and he reaches home as if nothing. Like he is used to it. So at some point our body gets used to staying up late
Adaptation.
and
I feel
like
like it's totally like a different
But then again,
lifestyle.
different
Exactly.
life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
then again, it's just not
Completely.
always about when you have to study or the amount of work you have. It's about being independent. Your mom's not gonna be there to wash your plates or I guess clothes or clean up your house. You might be living alone. That's what I'm trying to say. Especially me, I would be going on my own. I'd be independent, and you have to fit all those stuff together. Plus, what you have to study: food, your money expenses, your daily life. You have to be
Your social
disciplined.
life.
So of course things will change. While it is difficult over time, we as students or we as people adapt to those difficult situations. We fit everything together so we can we can be balanced and stuff.
Do you think it's gonna be like very like difficult for you to like have so many changes at a time, like being alone, like suddenly like not with your parents because you're
Mhm.
already like accustomed for them being with you when you need them?
I mean, I've already been a few times away from my parents. I had to wash my clothes, clean my own room,
Yeah, me too.
do my own stuff, and difficult. Of course, it is difficult, but it's not whether you want it or not. It's you have to do it because it is for you, and you're the person that determines how your future is gonna go. So, of course, obstacles are always gonna be in life, but it's up to you to whether you want to get up and pass it or you just want to sit down and be there.
Well, as he mentioned earlier, well, it's gonna be hard if you decide to move out of country and go study in foreign. You're gonna be alone because your parents will be in the country that they were like living before. So you're gonna have to learn to be independent and like save up money because your parents gonna be sending you money for your expenses, but you're also gonna have to work and make money.
Alright, so lastly, let's just start closing in. We'll
Exactly.
conclude about what we talked about in college. A lot of topics were put in on the table today.
Some controversial more than others.
Exactly, and they were all very interesting, and it was amazing to listen to each one of you talk about your perspective of how college is going to be, how life would be, and how you would organize it, and how you picture it as well. What would you say be your concluding point after we had this whole entire conversation?
I would like to say
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think university life can sometimes be really challenging and difficult. There will be time where you really think about giving up, but you just have to hang in there. Like you can't just because of small problems give up
Exactly.
everything. You really work hard for it.
Mm.
So you're gonna be happy sometimes, sad. Just have friends and enjoy your time there. You're gonna
Exactly.
learn many new things and also meet new people.
It's
Well,
a huge leap.
Exactly. I would like to tell to the audience, life is full of up and down. Do not ever give up. Never give up on your dreams and always continue.
I feel like it's being in the university and all. It's like where you really get to know how much potential you really have in you,
Exactly.
and how much you can like put yourself to do the things you want to, like to achieve something in life.
Yes, that's true.
Well, college is depending on your career, it's gonna be difficult, and we know that college is difficult. But sometimes, depending on what you're gonna study, there are gonna be ups and downs, and yeah, we just need to.
You just need
What
to.
about
It
you?
would also
We just need
depend
to-
on each one, cause
Yeah.
as I said, not everyone is
Social.
exactly. So it may be difficult for one person where other would go really like there would be
It's not about
Sliding
being
You
on
just need
social.
to enjoy this,
It's not
this
mainly
stage.
being about social.
Yeah,
it's
because you're
more
always gonna
like-
have conflicts.
It's more about being how responsible you get, how you manage your timings, how you organize yourself.
And be optimistic.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you'd have to talk to new people. It's
Exactly. Because
like being
nobody's
social
gonna
is
fall on
really-
your lap and say like, "Hi, I want to be your friend." You're gonna have to start talking.
But when
to
you're
people.
in college, nobody really focuses on making friends.
They
Oh, but
do.
some people do.
How do you know
They
that?
do.
But like it's
Some
like
do.
your main focus is like being like straight
like
to like
studying,
achieving
and, like,
your goals,
but
not
if
really
you
being
think about
social
it,
in university.
If you think about it, you're not gonna be able to finish college alone. You'll need to have some friends that you trust in and talk about problems that you're having in school. Like they could help you get better grades if you're doing bad in college. Like they could tutor you. They could help you, and you're both gonna graduate.
Like you're living on a campus.
Exactly.
You'll have to meet new
You
people.
have
to
roommates.
Yes,
You
but
both
have
have
to make it
roommates.
as
Alright,
the main,
You get
like,
to know.
It is in some
Objective.
In
cases.
conclusion, there's always gonna be. It's not whether if you can socialize or not, because
exactly.
problems are always gonna exist. And as much as problems exist, there's always solution. Conflicts is always inevitable. It's not only about knowing people and stuff. It's about also, enduring in that friendship that you have at this point. And shout out to Nikkei 30. Never back down, never what?
Never
give up. All right. Special thanks to our amazing guest from the promotion attorneys, Mrs. Ari, Mahi, and of course, Mr. Krish. Thank you so much, people.
Thank you
Well,
for
before
having
we
us.
end, I would also like to thank Mr. Kuo's family for lending their house to make this amazing podcast.
Go Bears. Rah!
Thank you for having us.